to Darren and I, we have a new stunt team this season who are the most incredible group of guys. They're really mind-blowing, and they pushed us harder and faster and for longer, and the fight scenes you'll see, you saw with the two girls, you can see the quality has come up tenfold this year, and it's because of our stunt team is working a lot harder.
And they are so passionate about the show and about these characters, and really care about bringing them to life through their fights in a way that you haven't seen before.
And I have to say, these guys are working really hard every day. They're training, they're doing all kinds of stuff.
Aren't they buff?
Woo! I think we're the most buff, right? Oh yeah, totally. We are the most buff.
Awesome. All right, down here.
Thank you.
Hi guys.
Hi.
So I was wondering, like what Dom said, that there's a lot of changes to season 2. What do you think is like the best adapted scene from the book in season 2? I don't know if you can say that, but
Hunter's Moon. Hunter's Moon's probably my favorite so far. Everyone who knows the books knows how book 2 opens, and that's pretty page to screen.
It's pretty cool.
Yeah, Maya, episode 3. Get ready for Maya. So
Be careful, Simon, with Maya, okay?
Yeah, Simon, don't get too close to her.
Yes, Simon.
I just shot a scene with Maya, Alicia, and I'll tell you guys this, she is amazing.
Oh no, I was there.
Yeah,
I saw that.
Really
You
great.
guys are gonna love her.
She's really incredible, and we love having her a part of the show.
Too easy.
No, we're talking about how Simon has three girls.
I know why.
He seems sweet, but
No, he's very sweet.
See, that's what happens when you're a sweet guy, you get a lot of girls.
that's it. True
So
story.
be sweet.
Just become a vampire if you want to do that. Awesome. Next question over there.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi. So I flew from Louisiana all the way here. And
thank you.
I love you all, but it was the biggest dream ever. I really, really want to hug Matthew Daddario.
Get down there.
Do it, Matt.
Get down there.
Go.
Watch the dismount, and it's tough to get back up. Just pee.
Picture, take a selfie with him. He doesn't take selfies, so
Get
take
him to take a selfie. Whoa, Matt's taking a selfie. He's taking a selfie. Oh my gosh.
Hey, while we look at that, and I look at all you guys.
We've won, right? Yeah, that's great. Sit down.
And Dom knows this. Dom, you were the first guy to be a part of the cast. There are two people here that everything, you guys all like these guys on stage, right? You like these guys? And you like Cassie? And you like the show? A lot of work goes into it. You hear everybody talk about. There's two people here today that make every element of it happen. I'm talking about my friend Tom and my friend Carrie. Stand up for a second, you two. This is Tom and Carrie. Everything you enjoy, they made happen. We all work for them, and they're super cool. So thank you guys very much for giving us all something to talk about. Hi, Tom and Carrie.
And Elizabeth!
Elizabeth.
Hi,
Boy,
Elizabeth.
Yes.
Boy, Kevin's taking out.
All of us.
Oh, Elizabeth, a great thanks, because she took a chance on all of us, so thank you. Also, I didn't know my bosses were here, so next time a heads up so I don't say anything stupid. Like, get off the stage and can't get back up. Am I fired? That next?
That was a really cool Louisiana hug, I must say, young lady. That was very cool. You are the reason.
My question is, how, during training or during like filming, have you guys ever really gotten hurt?
I punched every single one of them
This year,
in the
no.
face.
Not this year.
All a lot.
A lot of-
At least I do. Make fools of ourselves.
No, we're very safe, in all honesty. Is that a boring
Really
answer?
Yeah, has anyone gotten fully hurt? Like hurt?
No, no one's got hurt.
I'm a machine.
Awesome. All right, next question over here.
Okay, so sorry, I'm like low-key crying, but
Right?
these books have just gotten me through a lot in this time, and like thank you for putting it onto this big screen. And just I've always gone to these books when I'm having a rough night. So Cassie, thank you for that so much.
Welcome. I love you.
But my question is, like, what's the most memorable memorable scene for you guys? Whether it's from the book or like even outside, like what's the most memorable part of being part of this cast and Cassie of making this universe? What started you? What is the most memorable part of being a part of it?
For me, it was the first day on set. For me, we were in Pandemonium. McG was shooting. Everyone was there. All of us, like Shadowhunters, were there. It was all the crew. And then the first time I heard action, that for me, that was. I always say that for me it was huge because it was like the beginning of the journey. It was like we all knew that this was going to be something really cool, and we all knew that we were all meant to be here, and it was going to be amazing. So that for me was just. We read the books, so like I know what that feeling is. I know that, so to be a part of that was just officially. It was.
To me, it is every time I read a new episode. It's like, oh my God, I get to do this. Like Izzy gets to do this and that, and I get to play her, and I know how important she is to everyone. So it's like so cool. And it's like a dream come true. This is like my first real job, and getting to be with these amazing people that make everything so much fun, and the network for believing in me and believing in us and giving us this opportunity is just like so amazing.
And that's the thing, is it's the family of the show. From our cast to our crew to all the folks at Freeform and Netflix and everything else, everyone comes together and really cares about the show. And actually there was a moment, it was in episode 3, all of us were in a scene and it was a very emotional scene. And you know what I'm talking about?
Parabatai scene?
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about. And it's one of those moments where everybody's extremely emotional, and it's difficult to do on set when you have a long time and a lot of people to cover, but we were all in it together and we made it through because we were there for each other. And that's something that sort of personifies what the show is for all of us.
I think for me it was acceptance. I think there's, within the books and within the show, there's this idea that usually, in our world, we kind of look at certain things and we're like, oh, they're going to react a certain way. But I feel in the books and these characters, they don't react the same. And I think it's almost like how you want the world to be. In some ways, obviously, we all have a Valentine. We have a Valentine in this world, and that we want to kind of stay away from and stop him from doing that. But I think at the end of the day, there's a lot of acceptance that I see in this book that's really great for readers or viewers to see, and it's really great to be a part of that.
I mean, I think.
I would. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, sir.
No. You wrote me, so you.
My mom was so excited when he got cast because I always told her that Luke was based on my stepfather, and she was like, I am married to the Old Spice guy. This is so choice. So, you're welcome, Mom. I was just going to say that, for me, having written the books, it was first starting to hear from readers and fans who told me that the books had changed their lives in some way. And it made a huge difference to me from people who said, they were depressed in the books, had gotten them through bad times. And of course, all of the people who came up to me and told me that Magnus and Alec meant a huge amount to them. And Alec was based actually on a friend of mine who died. He killed himself. And I wanted to give that, sorry, I'm gonna choke up. I wanted to give that friend of mine the happy ending he didn't get. And so Alec was a huge part of my heart and soul when I wrote him, and Magnus was too, also based on a friend. And so I was so happy that these characters were out there making a difference for people and touching their lives. And I'm so happy that now I met a guy the other day who told me that the books had gotten him through his adolescence when he hadn't been able to come out, and he'd found these sort of friends in the books, and now he was married and now he had a kid, and they all watched Shadowhunters together, and the kid was like, yeah, that's like that, Dad and Daddy gathered together, and I was like, whoa, I'm gonna cry. So I just think it's wonderful. There's so much needed representation on television, and to feel like I had a part in bringing that to the screen makes me very proud.
It's also exciting that those great characters and those stories you talk about, you got to fill those slots with the right people. And you're looking at them, and I remember every single one of you when we first met, and the process you go through with casting. I mean, Isaiah, you were already a star. Harry, you were a star. Daddario, you were just coming out from New York. And we said, this guy's so amazing, look at his smile, he's got a certain delivery and a charisma. Emerald, I've told this story a million times, but guys, everybody's got a dream, right? And everybody's got something they want to achieve. Emerald comes in, she reads for the part, Tom and Carrie were there, we're all there, Elizabeth is there. We're doing the thing, we like her, we're like, I don't know, is it gonna work? Is that right for what Cassie's trying to do, the whole thing? And she leaves and goes, and we didn't immediately call Emerald back. And Emerald was leaving to literally go home. To wrap it up, to go home, to maybe quit acting. You know, and we literally, Elizabeth can tell the story better. We literally said, get that girl back here, we gotta find her, we tracked her down, we did the thing with the agent. I don't even know what we did, but we had to jump through all these hoops. And we got this girl back, and then she ended up being our Izzy. And now that belongs to all of you as a function of what Cassie created, and it's just so cool. And I remember when you sent me, you got to the cover of a magazine, and you're, wow, look at this. And I couldn't have been more proud on behalf of everybody who's here and on behalf of Cassie, just to put that all together and give it back to the world. So how about it for Emerald, everybody? I gotta quickly say, and Kat, you know, it took us a long time to find our Clary. We had Dom. Dom was there and was a sport, and he was reading with all the candidates. And when Kat came in, I said, that's our girl. I think it's her. She's so smart. She's so elegant. It's a shame what she looks like. What a pity. But we worked past that. She's great. Dom, you were amazing. And Alberto, I remember the first picture we ever took outside the casting offices at Disney.
I remember that, man.
Super cool, man. And again, Dom Sherwood, you were our leader all the way through casting, so thank you.
Thank you. All right, over there.
Thank you.
Okay, so first of all, I want to thank Cassie for creating this amazing world, and I love all of you guys. Alberto, you're my favorite.
Mine too.
That's fair.
But one of my favorite things about the show is how diverse it is. Like, the Institute is ran by Hispanic people. That I never would have. That's like my favorite thing. I just want to know, are we going to continue to keep saying that? Because that, like, if it stops, sorry.
I think, you know, things are changing now, and I think it's right now it's really important to be really involved, and I think it's really cool being Latino, and the way people are looking at us now is different than how, you know, they used to look at us a few years ago.
I think it also just look at the audience right now. How diverse is our audience right now? Like, so why should we see anything different on television that's supposed to be representative of the world we live in? Right?
I'm like shaking and crying. I love you guys so much, and the books and the show mean so much to me. So my question is, how much for the cast, anyone who wants to answer, how much do you each relate to like your character? And also, is there someone who's like the biggest like prankster on set?
Dom.
We haven't been a lot of pranks this year.
No, it scares me though. It scares me though because I think there's a big one coming, and I know it's gonna be me. I'm terrified.
The problem with
Haven't been with you guys.
No, I mean he's.
No more. We can't say anymore.
No, the problem with knowing who the prankster is you have to watch out for the people who are like the silent sleepers.
Isaiah. Yes.
Isaiah.
Oh, I'm a sleeping dragon. And I will breathe fire on any one of you six who try anything to my trailer.
Isaiah, have I told you you're my favorite?
What was the other part? Sorry, you said it was. We all just went into a little thing with all of us. I'm so sorry. You said, do we draw anything from our characters?
How much do you like relate to like each of your characters?
Very little.
A lot.
You relate to being a vampire?
I relate to Simon.
That makes sense.
He's more than just a vampire, Dom.
Yeah,
What? What's wrong with being a vampire?
Proud of yourself right now.
Thank you.
I also relate to Clary very much. It's a character that's so similar to who I am, more so than I've ever played before, and it makes for a very interesting experience acting it, because I can bring so much of myself to it, but things also hit very close to home sometimes. But it's a great journey with all of these people.
I think for me, it's learning from these characters as well. I think outside of relating, there's a lot of, I think everyone has a little bit of something of every character. In a way, it's just what you can magnify and what you feel comfortable bringing out. But I think for him, it's like Magnus he speaks up, speaks his mind, and he, obviously he's so wise, but learning kind of from that, how he's able to just say what's on his mind and really own it, I think is something that, I really love about him, being able to do that.
I like the way you said magnify.
I was magnify.
Magnify.
Hey.
Awesome. Next question.
Thank you. Hi guys.
Hi.
Oh my God, Cassie. Hi. It's so great meeting you guys. So my question is, the Shadowhunters fandom is so big, it's so worldwide. What has been your best experience with a fan? And Matthew, Dario, I love you, and I know you love cows, so I wanted to bring you this picture of a cow.
See, it's times like this that we really, really, really love you guys.
I think that's the answer to the question, is moments like this.
Yeah.
Seriously though.
I mean, seeing this whole room full of people, it's just, you know, thank you for being here and for supporting the show. It really means a lot to us.
It really does. And Comic-Con is always really fun for us, New York Comic-Con, because it's always our coming out party for the show. You know, it's the first time we get to show you guys part of the new season. It's the first time we get to gauge your reception of it. So thank you guys for being so warm and so welcoming and so excited about
Give yourselves a round of applause.
We wouldn't be here without you guys.
Can I say something really quick? I'm sorry. I just want to say, I think, you know, the fans of this show are such amazing people, and the fans of the books are such amazing people. And I remember once I was in London and I got a message on my phone that said, "Come to Blackfriars Bridge." Those of you who've read the books know Blackfriars Bridge is really important. I believe Todd and Darren told me it gets a mention in this season, which I think is really cool. So I go to Blackfriars Bridge and there's all these fans there just covering the bridge, and they covered the bridge with flowers, and they wrote, "This is where Jem and Tessa meet every year." And I was just like amazed, because I think, you know, there's a way in which the world becomes real in people's minds. It's not only in your mind anymore, it's also in other people's minds and hearts, and that's what's so important. And I might have Infernal Devices news for you guys.
Over there?
It's over here.
Oh, sorry.
Hello everyone, I'm dying, so whatever. I have a question, obviously here, anyway. Is there a part of the book that you're dying to translate onto the screen that you haven't yet?
I'm dying for Sizzy.
I'm dying for the Sealy Court Queen.
Yes. I'm dying for Sebastian.
All coming.
For me, the Sealy Court scene. Because I love, you know, getting the introduction to the fairies in that way. That's so cool. And we might have been discussing Sebastian earlier.
Thank you, and hi Del, I love you.
Thank you. Next.
Hi, I was wondering, so is there any character traits that you think you've gained from the characters while playing them, and is there any that you think you share with them?
Gained 100%, yeah. I think this kind of follows on to what Harry was saying earlier about we all learn from these characters and we build from these characters, and I think that's part of what acting is. You learn from them and you grow with them, and you are, you know, I'm making choices as Jace is making choices, and as I read them and as I discover them and discover the journey he has to go through. And yeah, I think we absolutely learn elements of our personality where the decision that was made at the end of episode 13, I had to really struggle with it, and I had to really prep the idea, and we still don't know, no, you don't know, I know, but you don't know why Jace made that choice. But we had to figure it out, and at the end of episode 13, I didn't know because we hadn't made like a clear indication of he's doing it for this reason or he's doing it for this reason, and we grow with them, we make those choices with them, and we evolve with them, and each one of those choices leads us to potentially a future choice. We're products of our past and our environment, and that this is part of us.
And that's part of what's so amazing about playing a character like this that goes through such a journey for such a long period of time as well. Because as Dom said, our lives move forward as these characters' lives move forward. And we pour so much into these characters that we can't help but take something from them as well.
I think both Dom and Jace would agree their best feature is their modesty.
Yep.
That's a nice little pop.
Yeah, no.
Thank you very much.
I love all of you.
Over here.
First off, I just want to say that I'm like internally like screaming, like I love you guys. Oh my God. And like I've always wanted to be with Dominic Sherwood, like to take a picture or something. Also, my question is.
Yeah, all right.
He jumped down in character. Alberto, don't you think he jumped down in character?
I think I would rate that like a 9 out of 10, Jace. Yeah, that felt really good. Yeah, that was the.
He's in a great deal of discomfort now, but he's just working through it.
My question is, for the Malik and Clay's kisses, is it like natural chemistry, or did you guys have to practice a lot?
Non-stop. Ironically, how we practiced is Harry kissed Kat and I kissed Matt. That's how we practiced to get ready for it that way.
You guys did it like 10 times before, right?
What are you doing, man? Sarah. What are you doing?
I'm talking about you and
Oh, me and Matt, yeah, all the time, non-stop. It's like great.
And then I had to ask, I was like, was it all right? I mean, do I have anything to worry about?
So Matt does this with his hands. You want to be aware of that.
Hey, wait, what? What are you saying about it? What are you saying?
What are you saying?
Okay, what happens when we're actually shooting these things is it's so technical because there's 50 people with different cameras and equipment in your face constantly, and there's somebody yelling from the director's chair.
Don't ruin
Right,
it.
Switch.
I don't know when I
Do
kiss.
that again, but better.
Technical at all. Oh wait.
It's the same as what I was saying before. You experience those emotions whilst you're there on set with those people, and we care about each other. We genuinely do. I'm not in love with any of them, but like I care about these people. I really do, and you have to what?
Whoa.
Oh, Matt's feelings are hurt now.
But you have to build and evolve those emotions to characterize what Jace or what Clary or what Magnus or Alec are feeling in those moments, and that's what we do, and that's how we do it. But as Kat says, it can be quite technical and almost medical.
Yeah. I mean, there's a balance of it too. You know, you want to be as organic as possible, but there's the camera is gonna want it a certain way.
A lot of hair issues very often, like.
That's my fault.
Yeah. No, not always. There's a lot of like, oh man, let's go.
It's very sexy, all of it.
I think the sexiest part is a non-kiss part, where Magnus has to activate a rune on a shirtless Alec.
It's pretty sexy.
Is this a scene?
Is this when did it?
You were sleeping like
One of the episodes. Thank you very much.
Thank you, I love all of you.
Over there.
Hi.
I'm a huge fan. I love you all so much, and Cassie, your books have changed who I am. They make me myself. Thank you. My question is that in the TV shows, technology is a lot more advanced than in the books. So how do you think that has changed the way that Shadowhunters function, the way that they work?
We have to cover it. We have to cover it pretty often. It actually ends up being a thing where it's like at the end of episode 13, the boat's like sailing off into the distance, but the Statue of Liberty's in the back, and we had to cover like, oh, there they are. Like, why can't we find them? They're right there, and we had to like cover that with technology. And there's a whole thing that happens in 2 or 1 where we cover why we can't find the boat and why it can't happen. But technology evolving is, it's evolving with us and making kind of the jobs as Shadowhunters easier because it works in tandem with the abilities we have and the runes that we wear, and you know what I mean? So it's becoming a bigger and bigger part of our work.
But that's the biggest thing in season 2, wouldn't you guys say? The biggest thing is, you're right, technology changes very rapidly, so we're able to take advantage of the ways that Shadowhunters fight and move, or the way that werewolves move, and what we can do with visual effects. It makes the show so much bigger and so much more exciting. It feels like you're watching a movie every week, and that's our goal, to give that to you guys.
And what I like about this season as well is we're developing Shadowhunters tech as well. Like we're developing, like as you guys saw, like Izzy's whip is now developing into a newer weapon, and we have a way that happens, and that's explored within the show. We have a way that weapons are developed and they evolve, and there are a lot of changes with like weapons and stuff actually.
And you'll see stuff at the Institute that like, this year will rock your world. It's borrowed from Minority Report. A lot of that is these Shadowhunters, they're so amazing, and to battle these demons, you would think in 2017 your technology would be this much. It's awesome.
I was also wondering, since I'm dressed as Izzy, if I can take a picture with Emerald.
I can't do it.
Stairs.
How are you
There's
gonna get
stairs
down
over
there?
there.
You should come up around here.
Stairs, please.
Come up here, young lady. I'll help you up. Come this way. Are there stairs over there? She's got some high heels on. She'll figure it out.
Oh, what a gentleman.
It's like sand tumble. We're actually, this next question is going to be the last one, unfortunately, I'm sorry. If you want to get it started while they're taking photos.
I love you all. I love the book series. But are we going to see any Simon and Clary romance, maybe?
I don't know, Alberto, are we?
Well, I can say this. I can say that, as we know, they're brother and sister now.
The door's open.
But I think it's...
Simon might try to slide into the DMs.
What's so great about their relationship is Clary becoming a part of the Shadow World sort of separated them for a minute, but now they're both firmly rooted in the Shadow World, so they're on the same plane again. They're both a part of the same world, and they're navigating it together. And now that, you know, Jace is Clary's brother, maybe she'll start to see Simon in a different way. I don't know.
It also speaks to how Simon's starting to see himself in a different way.
Well, there's also Maya.
It's a new Simon, I gotta say.
You guys suck.
But no Maya.
There's mine.
But look, this is what's exciting. I mean, come here, Kat. Come here, Dom. Come here, Alberto. This is how it works.
McG.
I mean, each take her hand. This is the show. Kat, look to your left. Dom. Look to your right. Alberto.
No.
So let's have you two face each other. Who likes the way this looks? Take it easy, Rosetti. Who likes the way this looks? But for goodness sakes, who likes this? Thank you all. That was awesome. Thank you.